Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for stepping in the ring with me. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys to go ahead and like the video. I want you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that, number one, we can get all that out of the way. And number two, so you can keep watching videos and you can be updated with videos. You can be updated every time I post a video. Anyway, so the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to talk about the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. Now, first of all, when we were watching it, Netflix kept on having this like 25% buffering thing, and it was very annoying. But of course, it was just, I guess, because of the attention that the site was getting on that night. So, that was happening. That was the first problem, and it's good to find out that it was happening all over the place as opposed to just over here. So that was a little bit relieving. But anyway, down to the fight. There was a lot of talk about it being scripted. I really don't know whether it was or whether it was not. But I can tell you one thing, that there were times, and I'm sure everyone has seen these already. There were times when Mike Tyson had the shot, but he for some reason didn't take it. There were a couple times like that, and I can only tell you that, maybe Mike Tyson was being easy on Jake Paul. Maybe the rules set in the fight was for no knockout or no knockdown. I don't know, but it was very weird. It was very weird. But I was rooting for Mike, and I'm glad that nothing happened. Nothing happened to that serious. To Mike Tyson, because everyone is thinking of his age. 58 years old, close to 60. But honestly, when I was 20, I looked at 30 like, life was almost over. You know what I mean? It's like, man, 30 years old, you are old. Then when I became 30, I was like, I didn't feel old. But I looked at 40 as it was old. When I turned 40, I was like, man, this ain't old. So it's like, I understand why people that are from a younger age think that, you always are, going to that much closer to death as you age. But to the individual, it's not so. My father is, he's about to be 82 years old. And every birthday, I remember asking him when he was turning 75, I pulled him off to the side. I was like, hey, so how are you feeling? You know what I mean? Like, how are you feeling at 75 years old? It's a pretty big number. And, my father's Caribbean. He's from Grenada. So he was just like, I feel just like I was 20, So, and I asked him the same question at 76, 77. I asked him the same question when he turned 80, when he turned 81, and it's, the answer is the same. You know what I mean? It's just that as you age, certain things like you slow down, but it doesn't have anything, if you're healthy, it doesn't have anything to do with the way you feel, the way you think, the way you are inside, like, shoot, I'm almost 50, and I feel like, I'm still trying to fight. You know what I mean? I feel really good inside. I can run a really good 5K. I can run a 10K. I can run a 15K. I can run a half marathon. No problem. You know what I mean? I could train all day. No problem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have, so I think it's just a matter of whether you are healthy or not. Like, what is your lifestyle like? Because I've seen people that are my age that look way older than me, and it's just how how do you go about life? What do you do with your life? So 58 can look old. That number can look old to people that are younger, but you know what I mean? Mike is a kid to some people. Some 70-year-olds look at Mike like, he's young, you know? So it's just all about the individual and what that individual does with the time that's been given to them. You know what I mean? If you don't exercise, if you live a very unhealthy lifestyle, then, at 58, you're going to be ready to pack it in. But, Mike stepped into the ring. Okay, he stepped into the ring and squared off against a younger person who is bigger than him and a younger person that is very skilled. Jake Paul has skill. Jake Paul has a lot of power. A lot of people come down on him because he started off as a YouTuber, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? What do other boxers start off as? You know what I mean? Other boxers don't start off as champions and then become more champions. You start off as a nothing. And you get trained, and then you become that boxer. You become that champion. So, the fact that he was a YouTuber has nothing to do with anything because, Jake Paul has beat some champions. Whether they come from the MMA side or whatever, it's a fight. You know what I mean? You are in the ring, you are fighting. All right. So the fact that Jake Paul knocked out some MMA folks and, squared off with a real boxer like Tommy Fury, and the fact that he was able to beat Anderson Silva, Jake Paul is the real deal. So, I don't know what else the fight was besides maybe just like I think they each made 40 million or 20 million or something like that. They entertained the crowd. They gave the other boxers a chance to have like a great show. You know what I mean? Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. That was another controversial war. You know what I mean? Those women went at it, boy. Amanda Serrano, I was going for her. I wanted her to win it, but she didn't. You know what I mean? Katie Taylor won it again. I can't wait to see the third match because that's going to be 3-minute rounds, 12 rounds. You know what I mean? So that's going to be even more exciting to see what they do with that extra minute. Whew. Yeah. But, boy, I tell you, I don't think Mike Tyson's going to step back in the ring again. I don't think he needs to. You know what I mean? I would like to see Jake Paul, start going up the rankings, start fighting boxers, and instead of these like sideshows, I think he should start trying to look for real boxing world title status. You know what I mean? Because then people will not call you a YouTuber, and people will call you, you'll be known as, Jake Paul the boxer. And it'll be just like one time he was a YouTuber or whatever, but now he's like a legitimate boxer. And I think he would do well. I think he would do well because, he has the money to hire all the trainers and, I think that would be a good thing, and, coming off of this Mike Tyson fight, I tell you what, let me tell you what I respected. I gave 100% respect to Jake Paul for doing this. When it was because whenever the time comes down and it's like last 10 seconds, tuck, 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 you hear that thing. Usually boxers, they go all out and it's like, yo, I got to go for broke. I got to go try to either knock this person out or I got to try to dominate so I can win this round and the rest of this round in this fight. But Jake Paul didn't do that. He stopped and he bowed. He gave him like Mike Tyson. It's kind of like, you are the man. You are, the baddest man on the planet. You are the toughest. You know what I mean? You are the greatest. You are my inspiration. He did that. And I was just like, wow. I was like, wow. I had respect for him already. But that just gave me a new respect for him, a respect for him on a different level. You know what I mean? Because he could have went all out And you know, Mike was obviously injured. You know, he could have went all out and tried to go for broke and knock him out, but he didn't. He stopped, and he was just like, I don't need to do this. Because not only I don't need to do this, but nobody wants to see this get done. I mean, who knows? Maybe if he'd have tried, Mike Tyson would, you know what I mean, knock him out. But you never know. But yeah, I have respect for him for doing that. And you know, I thought it was a great event. Besides, of course, Netflix going crazy with the buffering and all that garbage. I thought it was a cool event. I really enjoyed the Serrano Taylor Serrano fight. I really enjoyed that. I can't wait for the next one. Who do you think's gonna win in the next one? And you know, I just want to see. I can't wait to see more of Jake Paul's journey. More like what he's gonna do with the rest of his time as a boxer. You know, because he has a lot of talent, a lot of skill, and you know, shoot, hey, Jake Paul, come let me coach you. I'll make you a champion. You know, but either way, yeah, we're gonna keep doing this show. I have a lot of more things coming up on the rise with some companies, so stay tuned for that, because you will definitely see, and you'll have an opportunity to you know, support me and support them, and you know, get some really cool boxing, MMA gear, whatever your sport is. Yeah, and you know, like I said in the beginning, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so we can get more of this, and you can get the video as soon as it drops. And watch my movie Coach Love. Search in my thing. Search in my or I'll maybe like put it at the top or something like that. And it's a movie basically about, you know, a retired boxer that finds hope in one of his students that he's training. Unexpected hope. You know what I mean? It's a project that you know, it's my passion project. I love boxing. You know, I love being a boxing coach. And you know, this is you know, and of course I love the movie Rocky. So I had to make one. I had to make one. This is my version of it. And you know what I mean? Everything goes right, you'll see more of it. So support the channel by subscribing, and thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.